Hey everyone, Meg here with I Teach Stamping, and today we're going to make a card using the Just My Type stamp set. So I'm using a stamp positioner for this, and I'm using the typewriter and the paper outline first. I'm going with Poppy Parade ink, and I'm going with that because it's going to match my pattern paper that we'll be using here in a little bit. So I'm going to make sure I've got nice good coverage with my ink pad, flip this over, and we're going to stamp it onto some basic white cardstock. Now on this one, there's not dies that go along with it, so here in a little bit we will be cutting this out. All right, once we've got that good and stamped, came out great the first time, we don't have to go back over it, then I'm gonna stamp my sentiment onto our piece of paper. Use my scissors and cut these out. It goes by pretty quick. This is an easy one to cut out. All right, we'll also go through and do some cutting around our typewriter, and then once this is done, we're ready to assemble our card. Now for a full list of the supplies that I'm using on today's project, make sure to check out the link in the description below or above, depending on where you're watching this, but I've got it linked up for you and it'll have all the information that you're looking for, the supply list, the dimensions, all the good stuff. All right, so we're gonna go through and cut out this typewriter. It only takes a few seconds. It doesn't take long at all, even without the video sped up, I promise. Doesn't take long to cut this one out. And I love this stamp set. This was one of my favorites out of this annual catalog. Now it's time to do some dry embossing. I've got a piece of basic white cardstock that I'm going to use in one of the basics 3D embossing folders. So this is the one that has the crosshatch design. This is one of my two favorites out of that set. There's 3 in there and 2 are clearly my favorites. All right, so we've got this great texture on that white cardstock. Next up, we're gonna die cut out a circle. And this is just gonna help give a little separation of our typewriter here in a bit. Next up is our card base. This is gonna be Poppy Parade as well. 5.5 by 8.5 scored at 4 1/4. And we're gonna add that piece of white cardstock that we dry embossed to the front. You can also add a piece that's not dry embossed to the inside of your card if you'd prefer. All right, now we're gonna take another piece of Poppy Parade, and I've got 3 pieces of pattern paper. Now these are all Poppy Parade in basic white in color, and they come from the same paper pack. I'm just using 3 different patterns. And like I said before, all the dimensions are in that link that'll take you to the blog post. All right, we're gonna get these 3 pieces of pattern paper in place, and then we're gonna add this onto our card front. I used regular adhesive right here, nothing with dimension yet. Then we're gonna add that circle, and it's got some stitching around the edges. I love that one. And then behind the typewriter, I do have dimensionals, and also behind our sentiment layer. And just like that, my friends, we have made this adorable handmade card. Now, if you like this card and you wanna see more like it, make sure to like and follow I Teach Stamping for more ideas and inspiration. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Have a great day.